If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Among the last 6 picks taken, a familiar name if you're a college football fan, Tom Brady, the quarterback who all he did was lead this football team, put them in the right position more times than not. And when he got pulled from the game and Drew Henson came in, Michigan football was not as good as it was when Brady was in.
No question, Mike. Smart experience. This past season, he cut his interception total from 98.5, tossed 20 touchdown passes, only 6 interceptions. Threw a touchdown pass in actually all 16 games he started against Big Ten opposition during his career. Accurate. It was a very catchable ball. He really knows when to take a little off as well. I think that's the key, and he stands in that pocket very tough. He'll take a hit. Question's going to be mobility. He only runs a 5.2, 5.40. And, of course, when you have those edge pass rushers, you have to avoid the initial defensive end, the initial pass rusher. Can he do that at the pro level?
Third down and 3. Blitz coming from Alexander, and Brady is out. Brady's got the first down, and Brady is up to 1,000 rush yards in his 19-year NFL career on the button. He needed 5, and that was good for 5 and a first down.
Going to New England, Drew Bledsoe, his forte certainly isn't mobility. It's dropping back, throwing the football. Brady can do that, and certainly New England's offense already designed for Bledsoe. Now comes Brady. Can he overcome that lack of mobility?
Michael Bishop's a young quarterback who's in the pipeline in New England. Interesting to see what happens. And you talk about a school producing quarterbacks, you think of Dreisbach, Greasy, Gerback, Collins, 4 Michigan quarterbacks who are on NFL rosters now. Tom Brady at pick 198 goes to the New England Patriots.
This is the scouting report that was written before the draft. It said, poor build, very skinny and narrow, will get pushed down more easily than you'd like, lacks mobility and the ability to avoid the rush. Lacks a really strong arm.
Before I came to the New England Patriots in 07, I was in awe of Tom Brady being able to throw the ball with accuracy. Coming there in 2007, we was able to set records. 20-plus years later, being able to change conferences, a lot of people don't realize how hard that is to do because in the AFC East, he's familiar with the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. But then getting familiar to another team. But one thing that stands out to me, 20-plus years later, Rex, I've caught some of his football, Sam, his deep ball accuracy. Look at this first play, and I want y'all to look at the threes and look where this man puts the ball. 2007 against the Buffalo Bills, put it on my right side, Tom. Only I can get it. Right there. Pinpoint accuracy. Deep ball for Tom Brady. Well, let's fast forward to, yes, he's on the Tampa Bay Bucks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and look at my man, Mr. Scotty Miller. Look for the ball placement, Tom Brady. Let it come out the sky, Tom. Great ball placement. Only we as the pass catchers can catch the ball. Hey, and his big target over the middle. Chris Godwin. Look at the ball placement, being able to only we can get it. So you're talking about 20-plus years at the quarterback position where a lot of the quarterbacks, Sam, that you just put up on that screen, a lot of velocity was lacking from their arm talent later in their career. But 43, 20-plus years, I still see Tom Brady making those throws.
And it's lucky he got drafted at all with this report, right?
Yeah, it kind of all says the same thing, doesn't it? I mean, lacks, poor build, kind of skinny. It's the same thing. So basically, they're saying that I don't look like an NFL quarterback. So if they want someone that looks like an NFL quarterback, they have to go somewhere else. And, I mean, do I still look like an NFL quarterback? I think I've grown into that a little bit more. But at the same time, I haven't changed that much. And
so what do you think it was that all the scouts missed?
In OT, Brady completed his 34th pass in 46 tries, a 25-yarder to Sean Thompson for a 35-28 lead. After Bama answered with a touchdown, the routine extra point was anything but. His kicker, Ryan Flugner, missed the gimme, sending the Wolverines home with a 35-34 win, stamping Brady as one of the most decorated quarterbacks in U of M history.
He won this game, along with that defense. Tom Brady showed poise. He showed the heart of a coach. He showed the heart of a leader, the heart of a lion. And he came on here, stuck it in.
I think they underestimated my competitiveness.
And it didn't look very good for a while. I mean, this team just never gives up.
It looked really bleak, but we got a great quarterback in Tom Brady.
I think they underestimated how much I really enjoyed playing football. When it's like your priority, when it's something that is very important in your life, when you love to play the game, I mean, that says a lot. And that says that you'll do just about anything to get where you want to go.
I wasn't worried. I mean, I knew we weren't going to lose this game, and I was telling everyone, we're not going to lose this game, and no matter what it took. I mean, it's just we could have took control there late in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, and it just I think it was meant to end like this.
Talk to me about your favorites, because just talk to me about
under.
Love under, okay.
I like sticks.
Okay.
I like double seam. I like 10 seam.
Okay. Just want to throw so you can get on TV, huh?
Yeah.
How far can you throw it? What's kind of your longest distance in throwing with accuracy?
I mean, the farthest you'll ever probably throw in a game is 50 to 55 yards. I mean, I could throw it probably 70 if I really get into one, but that doesn't come up too often. Most of the time you need a running start to go throw it that far.
I know it's been a while, but I want to ask you what you remember when you were a first-year starter, what it was like. I think 2 of your first 3 wins were against Peyton Manning as a starter. Just want to ask you what the mentality was like for you when you were a young quarterback, not getting caught up in who you were lining up against.
Yeah, it feels like a continuation of college, I think, for a lot of the younger players, because they're getting in the league and the game probably has morphed a little bit into what the college game, kind of has been. So, some younger quarterbacks can play and kind of do some of the things that they did in college, which makes the transition a little bit easier. It's a little different than when I started. Although the school I played at was probably more of a pro-style team, so it was a little easier for me than it was for some others. So it was a long time ago that I was in that situation, but it didn't feel too big for me. I mean, I played at a school where there was a lot of expectation. We played in front of 100,000 people every week. So
you've got 3 Super Bowl rings. You've been voted most valuable player in 2 of those Super Bowls. You're probably the most glamorous player in the NFL. But it hasn't always been like that, right? It hasn't always been easy.
No, I mean, it's never come easy for me. I don't think my mind allows me to rest ever or for things to come easy, because I have, I think, a chip on my shoulder and some deep scars that I don't think will heal, because I was always the person who was always trying to, and I know everybody has these stories of hardships, but I was always the one that no one ever picked. That was the backup quarterback on a freshman team that didn't win a game. And I only played my second year because my best friend, who was the quarterback who started ahead of me, he quit playing. And then finally I get my chance my junior year to play, and we go 6-4. My senior year we go 5-5, and I'm recruited to go to Michigan. Yep.
You were the 7th ranked quarterback there when you came in, right?
Yep.
You thought you might not play.
I thought I might not play. I thought, I didn't know if I'd continue to play football.
So here you are playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you keep winning. And you end up in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been this good and nobody recognized it, or what happened?
It's not like I can point to any one thing that says this is when it happened, or it's not like I was a bad football player in high school. I just wasn't good enough to be mentioned with the best. And it wasn't like I was a bad football player in college. I just wasn't good enough to be mentioned with some of it. And I think I came into a great situation here. I think it's been a great coach, a great owner, and great teammates. And what this team has needed, I feel like I can provide.
There are some people around the league, sports writers, players, coaches, that think you're probably no better than the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the NFL. Where would you rank yourself?
Oh, that's the worst question in the world. That's I mean, putting a rank on it, I don't care whether they think I'm the best or the 2nd best or the 3rd best. I mean, I got 3 Super Bowl rings. So that speaks, hey, you say whatever you want, but look at these diamonds on these fingers. I mean, that speaks for itself. I mean, it just shuts a lot of people up.
Which of the rings do you like the best? What's your favorite ring?
My favorite ring. We always said, and I said always the next one. The next one's the best.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.